There's a fine line between being rich and ensuring all your children and their children's children will live just as luxurious and opulent as you do. Such is the case with the 10 richest families in the world. Number 10. Koch family. In a world where luxury is synonymous with the good life, few families epitomize opulence quite like the Kochs. With an estimated net worth of over $68 billion, the Koch family has built an empire that spans diverse industries, from energy to manufacturing. Koch Industries is currently the largest privately owned company in America and one of the biggest oil producers in the world. The Koch clan certainly wants to keep it that way, as they are highly involved in US politics. For example, Charles and David Koch invest heavily in opposing any climate change legislation and are among the biggest Republican Party donors. Over the past decade, the right has received over $1.5 billion from the Koch family. The Kochs certainly know how to splurge when it comes to extravagant purchases. They've been known to acquire exquisite artworks, such as masterpieces by renowned painters like Monet and Picasso, turning their homes into private art galleries that would make any connoisseur's heart skip a beat. Still, nothing says filthy rich quite like purchasing an old photograph for $2.3 million. True, the photo is not just any old yellowish piece of paper, but rather an original Billy the Kid snap. Nevertheless, it seems William Koch has a thing for the Wild West, so spending what's essentially spare change on a photo is apparently not a big deal. While buying a $2.3 million photo does sound a bit over the top, it's nothing compared to how the wealthiest Indian family spends their massive fortune. Number 9. The Ambani family. Being the richest family in India should speak volumes. Yes, the country of 1.4 billion people is not particularly well known for income equality. On the contrary, those who are rich in India are filthy rich, but none live as luxuriously and lavishly as the Ambani family. Led by the formidable business magnate Mukesh Ambani, the Ambani family is renowned for their immense wealth and extravagant lifestyle. With a staggering net worth of $85.1 billion, the Ambanis have earned their fortune primarily through Reliance Industries, one of the largest conglomerates in India. From telecommunications to petrochemicals, the Ambani's empire spans diverse industries. But it's their taste for the finer things in life that genuinely captivates one's attention. One must look no further than the Ambani's home to see their opulent lifestyle. The family of 6 lives in a 27-story building named Antilia. This masterpiece, towering over Mumbai, is currently the most expensive private home in the world, worth approximately $2 billion. The house is a genuine piece of art, with its lotus-shaped exterior and magnificently decorated interior. The family lives on the top 6 floors of this mega mansion, while the rest are dedicated to various luxury amenities, like a private cinema, a state-of-the-art gym, and one world-class spa center. The most notable feature of this home is the snow room, where the temperature is kept at 0 degrees year-round. The first 6 floors of this opulent mega mansion are the family garage, where over 160 cars reside. Among them are custom-made Rolls-Royces, limited edition Bentleys, and many other ultra-expensive and luxurious cars. Still, despite their indulgences, the Ambanis are also actively involved in philanthropy, contributing to various charitable causes. Their generosity knows no bounds, as they strive to positively impact society and uplift those in need. Yes, the Ambani family definitely knows how to make waves in the ultra-rich social circle. Still, compared to what's coming next, their waves are more like a storm in a glass of water. Number 8. The Bettencourt family. When discussing rich families, we often look at a patriarch on top of the pyramid. Well, not with the Bettencourts. Here, the late great Liliane Bettencourt was the matriarch that elevated the family to its ultra-rich status. Not that the family was poor before Lillian's arrival. Actually, the Bettencourt is an old noble family that can trace their heritage back to the 14th century Norman nobles. Still, under Lillian's leadership, her family branch managed to gain fame, fortune, and the status of one of the most affluent families in the world. The matriarch herself was the wealthiest woman in the world, worth $44.3 billion at the time of her death in 2017. Today, the family is worth more than $92.7 billion. The primary income source, of course, is the iconic L'Oreal Cosmetics empire. Today, this titan of women's beauty is in the hands of Lillian's daughter, Françoise Bettencourt Myers, who followed in her footsteps and not only became the wealthiest woman in the world, but is also among the top 10 richest people today. Françoise takes the 9th spot with an approximate net worth of $92 billion. Despite their massive fortune, the Bettencourt family is remarkably down to earth. Yes, they live in lavish homes, drive exceptional cars, and enjoy the finer things in life. But they prefer to stay away from the spotlight and enjoy the serenity only $92.7 billion can buy you. Still, compared to our next entry, the Bettencourt are quite the spenders, despite being slightly less fortunate. Number 7. The Slim family. The Warren Buffet of Mexico, also known as Carlos Slim Helú, is the patriarch of the 7th most affluent family in the world. With a net worth of over $95.1 billion, the Slim family truly can enjoy one opulent lifestyle. But they don't. Instead, the family patriarch, Carlos Slim, is among the wealthiest people who prefer to lead an exceptionally ordinary lifestyle. Despite his massive fortune, Carlos still lives in a modest 6-bedroom home he bought when he first amassed a decent fortune 40 years ago. In addition, the Mexican of Lebanese descent limits his salary to only $24,000 a month. So don't expect to find some outrageous purchases under his belt. Carlo knows well the struggles of ordinary people. He started selling sweets and drinks to his friends at the age of 10. As you can imagine, his vast fortune did not come through this business endeavor, but through América Móvil, Mexico's biggest mobile phone operator. This company alone has a net worth of $70.5 billion. However, Slim has made some other successful investments, and today he's among the richest people in the world. Still, most of his money goes to charity, as he champions education, arts, and sports in Mexico. It shows that Slim was a self-made billionaire, unlike the family that's coming next. They actually amassed their fortune through someone else's work. Number 6. The Wertheimer family. The Wertheimers, renowned for their immense wealth, epitomize a story of gaining billions by capitalizing on another's genius. Their opulent lifestyle is a testament to their astute financial decisions and a series of strategic maneuvers that propelled them to the pinnacle of affluence. At the center of their saga lies a partnership that began in 1920, as Pierre Wertheimer struck a deal with the emerging fashion icon Coco Chanel. Recognizing Chanel's groundbreaking designs and her vision for a global fashion empire, Wertheimer, leveraging his expertise in retail, became an instrumental figure in Chanel's expansion plans. However, the terms of their agreement sparked controversy, as Wertheimer secured a staggering 70% of all profits, while a mere 10% trickled back to Chanel. This lopsided arrangement could hardly be described as straightforward, highlighting the Wertheimers' shrewd business acumen. Chanel managed to win some legal battles, but the highlight of her revenge was during the dark days of the Nazi occupation of France. Coco had connections in the German Nazi Party and persuaded them to seize the company from the Wertheimers, who themselves were of Jewish ancestry. However, Pierre Wertheimer, always one step ahead, astutely transferred the company to a collaborationist aligned with the Nazis. Following the war's conclusion, the Wertheimers swiftly regained control of the fashion powerhouse. The passing of Coco Chanel marked a pivotal turning point for the Wertheimer family's fortunes. They seized the opportunity and acquired Chanel's shares, cementing their dominance over the iconic brand. With their newfound control and an astute understanding of the global luxury market, the Wertheimers capitalized on their fortune, investing wisely to expand their wealth exponentially. Today, the family business is run by Pierre's grandsons, Alain and Gerard, who expanded the family fortune by investing in luxury vineyards across France and horse breeding facilities across the world. Now that's what I call a sweet conclusion. However, if you're more into sweet beginnings, I have just the ultra-rich family for you. Number 5. The Mars family. This is the most hated family in the world, at least by dentists. Kids truly love them, although I doubt they know who stays behind the iconic sweets. Who doesn't know about Snickers, Twix, or Mars bars? Who could have guessed that mixing chocolate with caramel can bring you $126 billion? The sweet family saga began in 1911 when Franklin Mars and his second wife began a candy business. The twist here is that the business failed due to the First World War, but it laid the foundation for what afterwards became the Mars candy business. Today, the company has expanded way beyond traditional cavity-making candy. One of the most notable deviations from the original business idea is the entrance to the pet care market. The family invested nearly $9 billion in this endeavor, which obviously succeeded. Today, the Mars company is estimated at around $45 billion and employs over 130,000 people worldwide. While the Mars family is discreet about their personal spending, a few notable purchases have come to light. In 2007, it was reported that John Mars, one of the family members, bought the historic Marbury Hall estate in England for approximately £50 million. The property boasts lavish gardens and an impressive mansion. Aside from their business ventures, the Mars family has shown a commitment to philanthropy. The Mars Foundation, established in 1965, supports various charitable causes. They have contributed to educational initiatives, conservation efforts, and scientific research. I wonder if they're looking for a way to send a Mars candy bar to Mars. Yes, the Mars family is truly impressive, but compared to what's coming next, they are simply a bunch of poor beggars who try to stick a piece of candy and overcharge you for it. Number 4. The Walton family. Today, becoming a city in the United States has little to do with a minimum population, a record of local government, and a metropolitan character, and a lot to do with whether the town has a Walmart or not. It seems these gigastores have taken over America, and naturally the Waltons, the family behind the stores, have become filthy rich. The family's fortune can be traced back to the late Sam Walton, who founded Walmart in 1962. Today, Walmart is a global retail empire with over 11,000 stores in 27 countries. With an estimated net worth of over $250 billion, the Walton family consistently ranks among the wealthiest families on the planet. Despite their enormous fortune, the Waltons are often regarded as down-to-earth individuals. However, they do have their moments of indulgence. For instance, Alice Walton, daughter of Sam Walton, is an avid art collector. In 2011, she opened the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Arkansas, which houses her extensive collection. One of her notable purchases was a famous painting by artist Georgia O'Keeffe, which she acquired for a staggering $44.4 million. The Waltons' spending extends beyond art, as they have also made significant investments in philanthropy. The family has donated billions of dollars to various causes, including education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. In addition, they are active contributors to the Walton Family Foundation, which supports initiatives aimed at improving the lives of individuals and communities. Number 3. The Arnault family. The Arnault family, known for their immense wealth and luxurious lifestyle, has left an indelible mark on the world of business and fashion. Led by Bernard Arnault, the family's patriarch and the richest man on the planet, the family is now worth nearly $240 billion. The family's journey to prominence began in France, where Bernard Arnault took the helm of his father's construction company in the 1970s. However, his vision and keen business acumen propelled the Arnaults to new heights. Under his leadership, the family diversified their holdings and ventured into the world of luxury goods. The crown jewel of their business empire is LVMH Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, a conglomerate that includes renowned brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Givenchy. This global luxury powerhouse has solidified Arnault's status as a leader in the industry. Of course, this immense wealth does lead to some lavish purchases. For example, the Arnault family owns a 150-year-old castle near Bordeaux and an 18th century palace in Paris, costing over $220 million. Still, real estate is definitely not a passion, but rather a business strategy. What the family is truly passionate about are yachts. Thus, the family owns 2 super yacht manufacturing companies, as well as one ultra-luxurious yacht, the 330-foot Symphony, worth $150 million. On top of it all, the family owns several luxury hotel chains and a private island. What they don't have, however, are private jets. Not that they can't afford them. Actually, the family owned a Bombardier Global 7500, considered the world's largest and longest private jet, costing $75 million. They also had a Bombardier Global 6000 worth $23 million and a Dassault Falcon 8X valued at $45 million. Still, Bernard decided to sell them due to environmental concerns. While luxury living is definitely not foreign to the family, they still allocate vast funds for charity. For example, Arnault donated $234 million for Notre Dame repairs and around $11 million for wildfire prevention in the Amazon jungle. While Bernard Arnault is the wealthiest man on this earth, the Arnaults merely get the bronze when it comes to family fortunes. What can I say? Brilliance can take you only so far. To be as mind-altering rich as the first 2 families on our list, you need more than a sharp mind and a flair for business, you need power. Number 2. The Rothschild family. If your family is always connected with conspiracies and tinfoil-headed philosophers are adamant that you are a 5-dimensional lizard that rules over the world, you can be sure you are the richest family in the world. With a massive $400 billion fortune, you can imagine why the Rothschilds are always portrayed as the villains. Thankfully, when you're that rich, you don't really care what some Eastern European drunk thinks of you. The Rothschilds dynasty was established in the late 18th century by Meyer Amschel Rothschild in Frankfurt, Germany. Their initial success as bankers and financiers propelled them to prominence, expanding their operations to major financial centers across Europe. Their meticulous management of international financial affairs during times of political instability earned them a formidable reputation. Today, the family owns shares in almost every profitable business worldwide. Along with banking, they are also involved in mining and construction. The Rothschilds own several of the biggest mining operations in the world, among which are the Glencore Mining Company, worth $127.5 billion, Rio Tinto Mining, worth $103 billion, and Agora Oil and Gas, worth $1.4 billion. In addition, the family owns RIT Capital Partners, worth $7.7 billion, and LA Champagne Financière, that's estimated to be worth around $121 billion. However, these are just investments. The Rothschilds are well known for their affinity toward the arts. Their collection, worth more than $2 billion, has been a prime example of how you can flash your cash with style. Moreover, the family owns about $25 billion worth of real estate properties worldwide. Among their prized possessions are Chateau Mouton Rothschild, worth $200 million, and Waddesdon Manor, worth $356 million. Of course, there are some luxury items family members have bought over the years. Nat Rothschild, for example, bought the Planet 9 super yacht for $102 million. But that's the general exception. Most of the family keeps to themselves and rarely goes public with flashy or scandalous purchases. That's one of the most significant differences between the Rothschilds and the wealthiest family on Earth. Number 1. The Al Saud family. If you think of grotesquely rich people, I bet the Saudi royal family of Al Saud comes to mind. Their extravagant lifestyles and purchases can make even lottery winners seem like down-to-earth spenders. Of course, with $1.4 trillion in their bank account, it's really not a surprise that the family lives one genuinely opulent lifestyle. The Al Saud's wealth mainly comes from the oil and energy trade. The family manages several highly successful companies involved in oil, gas, and other energy resources, which are worth trillions of dollars. The largest contributor to the Al Saud's family wealth is Aramco, the world's largest oil producer, responsible for 15% of the global oil supply. So, naturally, this energy giant is valued at around $8 trillion. In addition, the family also holds stakes in major banks, telecommunications companies, and construction firms, among other businesses. They have investments in so many different areas that they probably don't even know all the details. So, as you can imagine, they don't actually live a modest and down-to-earth life. Instead, they have a motto: if it's not golden, it doesn't deserve our attention. This includes golden cars, yachts, decorations, and even a golden escalator. In fact, wherever King Salman, the patriarch of the Al Saud family, travels, the hotels are required to refurbish all their decoration with golden motifs and custom-made furniture. But that's just the icing on the cake. Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince, is well known for his extravagant lifestyle and for owning several highly expensive properties worldwide. Among them are Chateau Louis XV, worth approximately $300 million, the Abraj Khudai Hotel in Mecca, worth $3.5 billion, and of course, the deed to Neom, the self-sustaining linear city that would transform the Saudi Arabia desert into a magnificent, heaven-like place. The price tag of this beauty will be approximately $1.1 trillion, though it's still not sure if the project will be completed. Talking about the Al Saud royal family's exquisite lifestyle is a vast topic that deserves its own video. So why don't you just check how Mohammed bin Salman spends his billions next?